Young Thug's home. Welcome, Young Thug home. Young Thug is home. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. We're on a grind 100K.
All right, Mr. Williams, is there anything that you want to say?
Free Thugger. He's
Yes,
out.
ma'am. I take full responsibility for, you know, my crimes or my charges. I want to say sorry to my family, my mom. My mom got 11 kids. I can't say all their names, you know. My managers, my kids that's not here. Really, everybody that got something to do with this situation, I want to say sorry for just like, you know, having so much time investing into this, you know. And I am a smart guy. I am a good guy, and I really got a good heart, you know. I find myself in a lot of stuff because I was just nice or cool, you know, and I understand that you can't be that way when you
Yo, learn. He learns. He learn. He learn. You for
reach a
sure
certain
learn.
height, because it could end
You
bad,
could tell.
and it don't really have to have nothing to do with you, but it could end bad, and it could, you know, fall on you. And I know the choice is yours, it's up to you, and I hope that you allow me to go home today and just trust in me to just do the right thing and never see you again unless it's at a, you know, bar in the future or something. Just out of this type of situation, I promise you I won't ever be in this type of situation again.
That's right.
I'm going away.
For sure. He's going away. He's out of here. Let's go.
You know,
Free Thug.
and I've made something, and I didn't take full advantage of it. I'm sorry. Through these last 2.5 years of my life, you are really, truly, honestly, the best thing that has happened to me, because you
For real.
made everything fair for me and everybody involved on both sides.
Breaking news.
I'm sorry to the sheriff, you know, everybody, for just having to put extra time in. I know y'all got paid more money, but I'm sorry for y'all having to put this extra time in to be away from y'all family, you know, and I just hope that you find it in your heart to allow me to go home and be with my family and just do better as a person. I know what I bring to the table. I know what I am. I know the heights I've reached. I know the impact I got on people, period, in the community, you know, all people. I learned that late, like these past 2 or 3 years of my life. I kind of learned that late, and maybe it was because I was, you know, probably on drugs or anything, I don't know, but I have came to my senses and I understand what I mean to this world. But I am a good guy, you know. I don't mind doing stuff like, you know, like free shows, and I always did that, you know. I did free shows and gave it to single parents, millions of dollars. You know, I made $1.8 million on a free show, and I gave it all to single parent charity. And I did like 2 or 3 shows that made like $700,000 a piece, and I gave it to the breast cancer organization. Like, you know, I do things like I put millions of dollars back into my community for real. I really did. I did more than anybody ever did from my side, you know. But I understand, you know, rap lyrics. I understand how it could
Come on, bro.
be twisted. I understand what
You
it
better
can do
leave.
to
You better go
the
home.
minds
Let's get
of
you
people.
home.
I understand all that, and I promise you, I'm 100% changing that. You know, it's just I'm older, I'm grown now. You know, and it's just like I'm smarter. It's more things to rap about. Like I've experienced a lot of good things. I experienced more bad things, but I experienced a lot of good things too. And anyway, I can go forever.
Well, I appreciate it, and I appreciate that you do realize how much of an impact you have on people.
For real.
I mean, it's past your neighborhood. It's worldwide, especially young people. And
Free Thug.
having come up from where you came up from and living in and around that, you know that gangs are damaging to our community. And it may be that a whole lot of rap music and the rap industry is, I mean, honestly, it sounds like a modern day version of kind of WWE wrestling that used to be on television, where people would just get up and posture and act like they hated each other. And it may be that that's a lot of what is going on in the music industry with rap. But whether it is fake or not, it has tremendous impact on kids and young people who think, this is cool, this is what I want to do, look at him, he's a millionaire, I can do that by being, you know, a gangster in the streets. And that's not true. What you're likely to have happen to you if you're a gangster in the streets is you get shot, you get killed, or you get thrown in prison. And those are, you know, by far the most likely outcomes. And, you know, you've been in here watching the trial, and you've seen the pictures of Mr. Ryan posing with a gun as big as he is at 15 years old,
crazy.
and going out and shooting and killing another teenager. And that's what gangs do, and that's unfortunately a lot of what rap music does. And if you are a modern day John Lennon, you know, I mean, he might have rapped too in this day and age. I don't know, but I know you're talented, and even if you choose to continue to rap, you need to try to use your influence to
For
let
good.
Kids know that
But he will.
that is not the way to go, and that there are ways out of poverty besides hooking up with the powerful guy at the end of the street selling drugs. And, you know, I know that happens for protection sometimes, but a much better way would be getting an education and setting, you know, hanging around with people who set a good example. And you be one of those people that sets a good example. I mean, all right, so that's my high horse on that. I could also go on. But I want you to try to be more of the solution and less of the problem.
That's a good
All
one.
right.
I like that. So he's out, y'all. He is out.
I think, do you see what
Is she ready to hang his ass?
Bro's out. Let's get it. He's out. He is out. Yeah.
All right. All right. So it is not lost on the court that the state, had they been able to come to agreement on a live anti-gang and anti-gun to provide, and you may not have in your possession or with arm's reach at a grade school within 48 and immediate family members by the U.S. Census.
What do you mean?
Can I have a second, Your Honor?
A muted to time served. 62, 10, 59, regard to higher rest of probation. That is 5 years to serve, and it's going to be run consecutively. 5 years commuted to time served, the balance of 15 years to be probated, and a $25,000 fine.
We got lucky.
2, the sentence is 5 years to serve, commuted to time served. That's the minimum sentence that's permitted on that count.
Time
it is
served.
required to be run consecutively. I'm going to run it consecutive to count 1, but I am going to backload. Oh, I'm sorry, that is not commuted. That is 5 years to serve, and it's going to be run consecutively to count 1, backloaded, by which I mean after you serve your 15 years of probation, if you have been successful on that probation, and I sincerely hope that you are, then at the end of that 15 years, I will commute the entire rest of any service portion of your sentence to time served.
That's
So
perfect.
I'll get to the end of
That's
it
perfect.
and give you the total sentence, but I'm also going to impose a $15,000 fine with regard to that count. Count 57, 20 years to serve 5, commuted to time served. The balance of 15 years probated, concurrent with count 1. Count 58, 10 years to serve 5, commuted to time served. Balance
Thugger's
probated,
out.
concurrent with
Thugger's out. That means Thug's out.
1. 59, 5 years to serve, commuted to time served, concurrent with count 1. 60, 5 years to serve, commuted to time served, concurrent with count 1. Count 61, 5 years to serve, that is required to be also a consecutive sentence, so that's going to be run consecutively to count 56 and backloaded. Count 62, 10 years to serve, also required to be served consecutively. That's going to be consecutive to count 61, also backloaded. So essentially, the total sentence is 40 years to serve the first 5 years in prison, but commuted to the time that you have already served, followed by 15 years on probation, followed then by the backloaded 20 years, which can be served in custody and will be served in custody if you are not successful on your probation.
Yeah.
If you are successful,
She'll count it as time served.
Your 15 years
Everything.
probation, that will be commuted to time served. You are to remain on reporting status for the first half of your probation, active reporting for the first 7.5 years of your probation, and that is
Damn.
pursuant to OCGA
He's out.
17-10-1, subsection 2, A2A. And Mr. Steele and Mr. Adams, in order to keep him on reporting status, there needs to be good cause shown. We all concede that good cause is shown here?
Stipulate.
All right, I appreciate that. Special conditions of your probation.
What good cause? What do you mean?
Can I have a second, Your Honor?
Sure.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. You had enough time to talk with your attorneys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, special conditions of your probation. After 48 hours from your
Yes.
release, you
He's
are
out.
to stay away from the metro Atlanta area, and that's defined by the U.S. Census Bureau. It may change, but you can look that up anytime to figure out what that is. For the first 10 years of your probation, subject to the following exceptions, you are permitted to be in the metro Atlanta area to attend any wedding, funeral, or graduation from high school, college, or graduate school of any of your immediate family members. And immediate family members is defined the same way that you all were contemplating it when you were negotiating. You can get here up to 24 hours prior to any such event, and
What
you
is
need
bro
to leave
wearing on the
within
side?
48 hours after any such event. In addition,
These are just the terms of the
or that
probation.
present character of any actually obligates absolutely the exception for you have this reach of a person acting with and any stay of this term of court or 30
Just the terms of probation.
Okay.
Honor area or Cleveland Avenue area for funeral or
Transferred to out of state, and then do that to or criminal violence.
But welcome home. Welcome home, Thugger. Lil Durk's next. Let's see. Welcome home, Young Thug. Everybody welcome him home. He's out after a long fight. So you guys let me know what you guys think. We're gonna go ahead and get going. Like, comment, subscribe, grind 100K. Whoop.
Bye, have a great time.